This news that we just got today has completely taken everyone by surprise, and rightfully so. And yes, there are a lot of leftists who are already panicking because of this. Hollywood celebrities are already starting to freak out, and it is incredible to see. We have here a former Hollywood executive, Katie Whitmore, who is just freaking out, and it is glorious to see. As a former Hollywood exec, this is effing laughable. He is going to try and destroy everything we love. All of the woke agendas, all of the leftist insanity. No, you guys are the ones who have destroyed everything we love, okay? You have taken literally every franchise that we love, and you guys have completely run them into the ground with your woke BS. Resist, fight back, volunteer, donate, call your reps. It is going to take all of us. She's acting like this is like Star Wars, okay? Like she's acting like that they are the rebellion or something. Mel Gibson is Darth Vader and he's gonna be storming into Hollywood and all that type of stuff. I mean that sounds pretty good to me, but that's the way that she is acting here. It is completely ridiculous. Resist, guys, resist. And we need to reach the non-voters and convince them to fight alongside us. Well, you guys are doing a really good job of losing more and more of those people who could be potential voters because they are waking up to see just how crazy you guys are. So there's a lot of people who are freaking out, and even over in the mainstream media, there's a lot of people that are panicking over this news. We have people from MSNBC who are freaking out about this.
Trump also just announced he is making Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone special ambassadors to Hollywood, which is a place that he disparaged in his announcement. What's happening there?
He wants to kind of get back in the fight culturally here, including in Hollywood, a place that has long been dominated by the other party.
He says these people will be my eyes and ears. Okay, Garrett Haake.
So they're laughing, but you can see that they're sweating a little bit, right? Like everyone is realizing that Trump is not here to play. So you have Mel Gibson, okay? Someone who has been very critical about Hollywood in the past, who has called them out for some of the horrible things that happened there in Hollywood. And then you have Sylvester Stallone, someone who recently said that President Trump was the second George Washington. These two guys are very much hated by Hollywood for different reasons and on different levels, but they are people who do not play the woke game whatsoever, okay? They absolutely despise the woke nonsense, and they want to completely destroy it. This, as you can imagine, has so many people on the left completely freaking out. So let's go ahead and check this out and see what Trump had to say about this in this post over on Truth Social. It is my honor to announce Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone to be special ambassadors to a great but very troubled place, Hollywood, California. They will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years, to foreign countries, back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. These three very talented people will be my eyes and ears, and I will get done what they suggest. It will again be like the United States of America itself, the golden age of Hollywood. And as we know, President Trump is not here to play with his second term. He is coming in with a wrecking ball when it comes to all of the nonsense, all of the woke crap, all the ways that the left have completely run roughshod over our country. Trump is here to completely destroy it. This is absolutely insane. And like I said, Mel Gibson and Sylvester Stallone and Jon Voight as well, none of these guys like the woke agenda nonsense. They absolutely despise the woke crap. They despise all of the things that Hollywood has continued to do when it comes to just destroying everything that we love, because Hollywood has done a very good job at that. I think that this might be one of the big reasons for why so many elites in Hollywood are very terrified of this new development that they did not see coming, okay? This is completely caught elites off guard, and it is incredible to see. Mel Gibson is someone who has been very critical about Hollywood in the past, who has called them out for the terrible, terrible things that they do in Hollywood, the corruption and all of the evil, especially when it comes to young people who are not of the age, especially with kids and all of that. Mel Gibson has been very critical about that type of stuff, and I would not be surprised if Mel Gibson is ready to go in there with a sledgehammer, okay? He is going to be basically the spirit of vengeance influence going into Hollywood. And if he reports any of the horrible things that elites in Hollywood are doing back to Trump, that is going to be very, very bad for a lot of the people in Hollywood. So I would not be surprised if that is what is going to be happening.
What makes this entire arrangement even more riveting is the possibility of deeper motives. Is the goal simply to roll back woke narratives and push new content with more traditional values? Or is it to pry open hidden areas of exploitation, collusion, or ethical lapses that Hollywood's top brass would prefer to keep hidden? Speculation runs rampant. Some claim Gibson has a personal vendetta against people who blacklisted him during his darkest years. Others think Stallone wants to protect the legacy of action films that once ruled the box office, but are now overshadowed by big-budget message pieces. And perhaps Voight aims to foster a cinematic environment that matches his worldview, inspiring future generations of actors to embrace stories grounded in old-school moral frameworks. There's also the question of how Trump himself might benefit. If these ambassadors uncover legitimate wrongdoing, anything from shady accounting to misconduct, he could leverage that information for political gain, validating his long-held claims about the entertainment elite. Conversely, if their efforts stall, it might affirm Hollywood's grip on its own domain, setting the stage for a public standoff. In that scenario, the ambassadors could ramp up pressure through public shaming or targeted boycotts. Then again, the studios have resources too. PR teams, loyal media outlets, and a roster of A-listers ready to denounce what they see as a politicized attack on the arts. The tension feels almost scripted, like a real-life drama more explosive than any Hollywood blockbuster. For viewers at home, the tension unfolding in the industry might seem far removed from their daily lives. Yet Hollywood shapes not just entertainment, but cultural conversations around the world. If these ambassadors manage to redirect storytelling trends, even slightly, it could alter how social issues are depicted in mainstream movies. A shift in Hollywood's ideological balance might attract new types of filmmakers or prompt existing ones to venture outside the traditional system, spurring innovation or stirring backlash. On the flip side, if this endeavor fails, Hollywood could double down on its current direction. Major studios might become even more vocal in their support of progressive causes, interpreting the ambassador's presence as an existential challenge. That could lead to a starkly polarized environment, where every new film or series is judged along partisan lines. Audiences might find themselves forced to choose sides in an entertainment landscape where neutrality is increasingly difficult. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain: the conversation has changed. By appointing these three unconventional figures, Trump has injected a level of controversy and urgency into Hollywood's usual routine. Producers, actors, and viewers are all asking the same question: what happens next? If the ambassadors live up to their rumored roles, exposing hidden agendas and championing alternative voices, we could witness a radical shakeup in how films are financed, produced, and released. Or perhaps Hollywood's power brokers will band together, safeguarding the status quo until the public grows bored with this new spectacle. In either case, the story doesn't end here. It's only just getting started, and the ripple effects will be felt long after the initial shock wears off. No matter your perspective, it's hard not to be intrigued. Hollywood has a knack for drama, but rarely does it come from a place so intimately tied to political and cultural power. Gibson, Stallone, and Voight each embody a different facet of pushback against what they see as an increasingly uniform entertainment landscape. Some call them freedom fighters, others label them relics. Yet none can deny that they have clout, or that the man who appointed them knows how to keep people talking. For an industry accustomed to writing its own script, this is a plot twist nobody saw coming, and it might just redefine what Hollywood looks like in the years ahead.